We're from the Los Angeles Police Department, Pacific Division, and we're here to give you a presentation on commercial burglary prevention. We've had an uptick in commercial burglaries in the area, and what that is small businesses. We have some right here near the Chamber of Commerce here that have been targeted by burglars, and the normal tactics that they're using is that they will, in the middle of the night when they know no one's around, they'll take a rock of some sort, smash a plate glass window or a door window, and they'll enter the business looking for cash. They're looking for that quick, amount of cash that they can go and spend somewhere else, or to maybe, fix a habit or something like that. So what they normally do is they're normally looking for the register, because they know many small businesses keep cash in the registers at night. Sometimes it's not convenient for us business owners to go and take that cash to the bank every night. And some of us don't have safes. So instead we opt to leave it in the register. It's normally not too big of an amount. Most of these guys that are doing these crimes are getting away with about $600 every time they commit this crime. That's normally what we find is left in the registers for most of these small businesses. So we want to really help you guys protect your profits. And we have a couple prevention techniques for you to do so. So the first thing that we highly suggest is that you don't keep cash in the register at night. And what can you do with that cash? Well, some people then put it in a desk drawer. That's no good either. Now it's really not secure. And then some people hopefully will put it in a safe, which is great. But then the bad guys will even take safes if they're not bolted down, because they know safes contain valuable things. And safes are fairly easy to move. We have one here, carried upstairs this morning. It's too easy for the bad guys. We want to make it hard. So we suggest, first of all, putting out a flyer that says no cash in the register, but it only makes sense to have this flyer if you don't have any cash in the register. So make sure you put your cash away. And we are passing these out here today at today's meeting, and also we'll have them online in a PDF format so you can print them out. They're nice and clear, and the goal is to hang these in your business windows. So that way the crooks, when they approach that window, before they break it, hopefully they get the idea to go somewhere else. That it's not going to be fruitful for them to break your window and risk getting caught. And they'll move on. The next thing we suggest is we have here your classic registered till. Okay. What we suggest is putting these in your window at night, somewhere where the bad guys can see that this empty till right here with no cash in it is empty, in fact. So now you have a sign on your door that says it's empty. And we have a till that says, yeah, this is my registered till, and it's empty. So no point in coming in here. So we normally suggest that you put it just in the window where it can be seen from the outside at night. Maybe even a little lighting might help, just so they can see it. The next thing we suggest, all businesses we feel should nowadays, because they're so cheap and so easy to install, have cameras on site. At least one camera, just for the protection of your business. Because when we have a bad guy who enters the store or something like that, if we have that video, it's immensely helpful to us. Many of our police officers actually recognize many of our bad guys. They're repeat offenders, many of them, and we can then show a video and we say, oh, we know who that guy is, and we can go out and find him. Without that video, we have no clue. So we hope everyone will put in camera systems, and they're fairly cheap. Along with those camera systems, many of those cheap ones today include alarm systems. So some type of alarm system would be great with an audible alarm, because that's what draws attention. And then also, if you have one of those systems, you can monitor it from your mobile at home if you're a business owner, and that way you can tell if something's going on. You can call 911 yourself if need be. So those are two little things we suggest there. And then the other big thing that we have a problem with is we have quite a few businesses recently that actually have safes. We had one that actually went to our local Dean Safe store here, who provided this safe for us today. And they went to the Dean Safe and they bought a drop box for their cash for the nighttime. And they were putting their cash in there, and the bad guy came in and took the whole drop box with him with all their cash because they didn't bolt it down. And many of the people I talk to don't bolt down their safe. One, either they don't realize how easy it is or that it can even be done, but two, there's normally a small cost associated with that. It might be somewhere around $100 to $150, and they've already bought an expensive safe, and they don't want to spend the extra $150 to bolt it down. Well, no safe is good unless it's bolted down. We've seen giant safes that are 1,500 pounds that could be easily moved by 2 people. We've seen it in home burglaries quite a bit. So we want you to bolt down your safe, and we have a little demonstration here to show you how easy it is to bolt down your safe. So I'm going to show you this safe right here. This safe is from Dean Safe. I want to adjust the camera, Ed, right there. This is just a very typical safe that you'll see here. Almost every safe that you buy will have inside, let's see if I can show you here. My finger's getting crushed here. Holes pre-drilled. You might be able to see them here in the floor. They'll have pre-drilled holes. If not, you can use a basic drill with a metal drilling bit, and you can then drill yourself those holes. But almost every safe will come with holes already pre-drilled in it. All right? And most of our businesses here have concrete floors. So you're going to want to bolt it down to concrete floor. It would be your most ideal situation here. So what we're going to do essentially is you're going to put your safe on top of your concrete floor. You're just going to mark your holes, okay, on your concrete. And then you're going to go and drill some holes. So if you're really into doing stuff yourself as a business owner, this is really simple and it's cheap. So it might cost you $150 to hire someone if you want to do it yourself or get your handyman to do it. We have here a hammer drill. You can rent these hammer drills at your local big box hardware store. And literally, it took me this morning about 5 seconds to drill this hole in this piece of concrete right here. All right. At your local big box hardware store, they have these bolts. They are called expansion anchors for concrete. This was $8 for 2 of them. And literally what you're going to do is you're going to take a bolt, comes just like this. You're going to drop it through your safe, through the hole, on top of your concrete, into the concrete. And this right here is going to be in your safe. And all you do is you pound it down with a hammer. Once you pound it down all the way till it's flat and this washer is touching the safe, you turn the bolt until it gets super tight, and now your safe is in the ground permanently. The expansion bolt holds it to the concrete. So if you needed to rent a drill at your big box store, they cost about 10 or 15 bucks for the afternoon to rent. You look at another 10 or 15 dollars for bolts. For $30, you just installed and bolted down your safe that's going to protect possibly thousands of dollars. In case you have a wood subfloor, or you have a shelf. Some businesses have a small safe just like this one here. It's not a very big safe. You're going to take that and you're going to put it on your shelf or your wood subfloor. You mind helping me real quick? Mm-hmm. Forward a little bit. Or just my corner. Just my corner. Oh, okay. All right. So this safe right here is on top of our shelf or our wood subfloor. And I'm going to take a piece of wood like this and go under the floor or under the shelf. And I have a simple hole that I drilled through here, which is a normal wood bit. You can buy long rod bolts like this. This would be for if you have a wood subfloor. Or you can get a shorter one if you're just doing it on a shelf. And all you're simply going to do is from underneath, so if you have to crawl underneath your subfloor or underneath the shelf, or a shorter rod, you can do it from inside. You're going to put the rod up through the safe. You're going to put the wood through the screw. You're going to take your washer and your nut, place it on both sides. now it's going to sag really low. But essentially, when that wood is all the way against that bolt and your safe is bolted down, now it's going to be secure, because if a bad guy tries to pull it up, this wood beam is going to hit underneath the subfloor or the shelf and hold it in place. So I demonstrated for you how easy it is to bolt down a safe for less than $30. 2 basic ways that you'll run into to do it. So we really hope that you go out there and bolt down your safes, and every night you take your money from your register and place it in the safe. That way we'll be secure. We want to protect your profits. We hate seeing our neighbors and our businesses robbed for their hard-earned money. And if you guys have any further questions, you can go ahead and reach out to us, or looking for further advice, at LAPD Pacific Division on all social media platforms, and we will help you with any questions you have or any advice that you need. So please be safe and have a great day. Thank you.